SMW-AUTOBLOK Talbrook have recently launched the new setting tables. Now, can you tell our audience what their applications entail?
Well, usually a component is loaded onto a fixture and then it's loaded into the machine, and then you take a certain amount of setting time to set that component up. These setting tables eliminate all of that time because they allow you to preset the component onto the fixture before it's loaded into the machine.
So ultimately it's all about eliminating setup time, is that correct?
Yes, it is, yes.
Can you explain in a little bit more detail how they work?
Well, these particular tables use our automatic positioning system modules, or APS modules. They locate the fixture accurately within 5 microns. The setting table itself rotates within 5 microns. You've got 10 microns on flatness of the table as well.
And in regards to holding the fixtures, can you explain what modules you've got on there to hold the fixtures, and how accurately can you hold them?
Well, the APS modules that are on these setting tables are our own brand, and they hold the component within 5 microns repeatability, 5 microns radially, and 10 microns on flatness.
Now, the APS modules, they're otherwise known as 0-point modules, is that correct?
They are, yes.
Now, once you've actually loaded the fixtures on there, you can actually rotate them, can't you? Why is this?
It's so you can clock a component onto a fixture, and so you've got no setup time on the machine.
So effectively you're checking the parallelism, and you're also checking the diameters of parts. So what kind of industries predominantly do these lend themselves to?
Well, predominantly we've implemented them into the aerospace industry, but they can be adapted to any other industry really that requires that complexity of component setup.
So I'm guessing kind of components such as engine rings on vertical lathes?
Yeah, very much so.
Now I can see how this can be a complete game changer when kind of eliminating that kind of setup times where potentially you would have set the engine ring up, if we're using that as an example, to machine the internal features and then reset it up to machine the external features. So I can really see the benefits. But when you're kind of rotating a component off the machine, what kind of safety precautions come into play?
Well, you've got a jog feature and a hand wheel feature, and all the way around the perimeter of the table you've got a safety pull cord, so you can stop the rotary table at any time.
And when you're actually clocking in the component, how do the setting arms work?
Well, they're manually adjustable in height, and so you can use a clock and a stand. They attach and detach using an additional APS module, so for quick removability and yeah.
Again, they're mounted to the setting table with a 0-point fixture.
They are, yes, yeah.
And is that pneumatic?
It's pneumatic, yes.
Now I noticed there are 2 setting arms per table. Why are there 2?
Well, there's one to check flatness and parallelism, and another one to check radial accuracy.
And this can be done simultaneously?
It can, yes.
Now, you've got 2 tables behind you, and you've got 2 different size 0-point rotary tables, if you like. What kind of sizes and applications do they go up to?
Well, this will be the 3rd one that we've made at 1200 millimeters diameter, and we've done a special requested by the customer of a large table with an 800 mil diameter table on it.
So specials can be made to
Yeah,
suit.
we can make them any size with any system, with albeit a positioning system, a chuck, clamps, a bespoke fixture, anything like that, yes.
And they're made in the UK?
They are made in the UK, yeah.
So if people did have a requirement for a setting table such as this, and it's not just for the aerospace industry, it can be used within any industry, how should people get in touch?
Yeah, they can get in touch through the website for any fixturing or requirements that the customer may need.